Football has always been a sport of joy and sadness, depending on the results and events at the moment. Every football fan knows how thin the line is between celebration and misery in football. A goal can change the mood of the players, managers, and fans. The death of a football icon can also shock the footballing world. But today, we would be looking at the most heartbreaking moments in football in terms of the result of the game. First off is the 1999 UEFA Champions League final between Bayern Munich and Manchester United. There is nothing more heartbreaking for football players than conceding very late goals after leading for a large period. Bayern Munich had been leading 1-0 until the 90th minute when Teddy Sheringham leveled the score, and 3 minutes into the added time, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer powered in a header. Most of the Bayern Munich players fell to the ground. They couldn't believe what just happened. A crazy 4 minutes just shattered their dream of lifting the Champions League that year. Even Sir Alex Ferguson, the legendary Manchester United manager, described the game as football bloody hell.
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Football bloody hell.
Immediately after the final whistle. Indeed, this was a heartbreaking moment for the Bayern Munich players and fans at Camp Nou that day. Another heartbreaking moment in football is the Bayern Leverkusen treble hope dashed in 3 weeks. The German club was on course to win the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal, and Champions League. They had a 5-point lead at the top of the table with 2 games to go and qualified for the DFB Pokal final and UEFA Champions League final. In 1 week, they lost the league title to Borussia Dortmund, finishing that season second. 1 week later, Bayern Leverkusen lost 4-2 to German counterparts Schalke 04 in the DFB Pokal, and had their final heartbreak in Hampden Park, Glasgow, when Real Madrid ran out 2-1 winner in the Champions League final. Nobody ever believed Bayern Leverkusen would be so unlucky as to win none out of the 3 trophies in the space of 3 weeks. Football can be cruel sometimes. Agüero's last-minute league-winning goal against QPR will continue to be remembered by both Manchester clubs' fans. Joy could vividly be seen on the blue side of Manchester, the opposite on the red side of Manchester. That goal would forever be remembered by every football fan. In May 2012, Manchester City was already ahead of United on goal difference going into the last game of the season. Manchester United already won their match against Sunderland and was waiting for the referee to blow the final whistle at Etihad, where their neighbors were losing 1-0 to QPR. In the 91st minute at Etihad, striker Edin Dzeko headed in an equalizer, and 2 minutes later, Agüero broke the hearts of the United players when he made the score 2-1.
3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Agüero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in.
That day was a cruel day for the red side of Manchester, as they had already begun celebrating. But unfortunately for them, football happened once again. The 2005 UEFA Champions League final between AC Milan and Liverpool is another heartbreaking day for some. AC Milan players, fans, owners, and managers were devastated by how the game went. AC Milan had led 3-0 at halftime, and the final was looking like it was already won until second-half goals by Steven Gerrard, Vladimir Smicer, and Xabi Alonso made the scoreline level. By then, AC Milan fans were already feeling distraught and were more devastated when Liverpool won 3-2 on penalties. This is the most epic comeback scenario in a final, and AC Milan just had to be the team on the losing end. Ghana versus Uruguay at the 2010 World Cup was a sad and frustrating match for Ghanaians and Africans in general. Ghana had the opportunity to be the first African team to make it to the semi-finals of the World Cup, until Suarez happened. The match was tied 1-1, and Ghana had the opportunity to make it 2 before Luis Suarez prevented a goal-bound strike from entering the net with his 2 hands. Suarez was immediately shown a red card, and Ghana was awarded a penalty. Unfortunately for the Black Stars, Asamoah Gyan, who was the team's leading goal scorer and talisman, blasted the penalty kick over the bar. The South American team went on to win 4-2 on penalties, breaking the hearts of not only Ghanaians, but the entire continent. Finally, France's hope of winning the 2006 FIFA World Cup was cut short when Zidane lost his cool at extra time in the final. The final was looking to be going France's way when Zinedine Zidane calmly slotted in a spot kick just 7 minutes into the game. But 12 minutes later, Marco Materazzi leveled the score for the Italians. The game was locked and had to go into extra time. At around the 110th minute, Zidane was given his marching orders by the referee for an off-the-ball incident. Both goal scorers, Zidane and Materazzi, were seen to be exchanging words. But all of a sudden, Zidane headbutted the Italian on his chest. The French national team and fans were sad at the decision when they saw their best player walking down the tunnel. The game eventually went to a penalty shootout with Italy running out 5-3 winners. The French team was heartbroken. They couldn't believe their eyes. They just lost on the biggest stage in world football. It was a sad moment for them. Nonetheless, football had taken its course. Not every scoreline can favor some teams. You lose some, you win some. Which heartbroken moment have you felt when watching your club? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. It goes a long way in pushing the video up the algorithm and putting a smile on our faces.